Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to take a look at Sprawlopolis. Sprawlopolis is a 1 to 4 player game where you're trying to build the best metropolis. In this game, you're going to have to carefully plan where you're going to place all your different districts and where all these roads go to gain the most points from the bonus objectives that are out and mitigate loss of points from having too many roads. Let's go ahead down to the table here. I'll give you a general idea how to play the game, and then we'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, so this is a game of Sprawlopolis. Sprawlopolis is a cooperative game. You're trying to build the best city possible. And how you're going to do this is you're going to go ahead and flip over the top 3 cards. And this game can be played cooperatively with multiple players or solo. What you're trying to do here is you're trying to get more than the combined amount of these numbers. So this is 5, 17, and 1. So I need to get more than 23 points to win the game. Each of these have different scoring objectives here. So this one says industrial blocks, which is these blues. You're going to get 2 points for each industrial block adjacent to only commercial blocks or industrial blocks. So the gray are going to be the commercial blocks. Here is going to be tourist traps, 1 point per commercial block on the edge of the city. And you're going to get an additional 1 point for commercial blocks on the corner edge. Here you're going to get 1 point per road that does not end at the edge of the city. So you get negative 1 point per road that ends at the edge of the city. So these are negative 1 points. These ones are 1 point. Roads in this game, every road at the end of the game is a negative point. So each player is going to get 1 card. The first player is going to get 3 cards. And so what they're going to do is they're going to pick what's going to be the first one to go out. Then they're going to pass their 2 cards over and draw 1 card. When it gets back to their turn, they'll get 2 cards passed from them from the other player, and they'll get to place a card. Card placement. You can place your cards basically any way you want, other than you can't completely cover over a card. Things you're going to be trying to do is you're going to make, you get to place them this way, you're trying to make these scoring objectives, but you're also trying not to make new roads. Every new road that you make is worth a negative point. So the more roads you have at the end of the game, the more points you lose. You can cover over other cards, but you cannot completely cover over a card. So I could go like that. I could put a card, I could extend this road here, put a card here. I could just place a card here. Or maybe I could try to loop this around so in the future I could try to deal something better with this. But basically you're trying to work on getting these scoring objectives and minimize the number of roads that you put out. So you're going to keep on playing until every single one of these cards is completed. Then you're going to score, and you're going to see if you have beaten the combined total of these points up on top. If you did, you won. If you didn't, you lost. Remembering that at the end of the game, each individual road is a negative point. And that's basically how you're going to be playing Sprawlopolis. So let's go ahead back up to the table here, and I'll give you my final thoughts on Sprawlopolis. So, I really like Sprawlopolis. Sprawlopolis is another game in the Button Shy line that I'm just going to take with me everywhere. It's basically great to take to conventions and play. It's great to play with friends and family. Super easy to teach. Really nice game. It takes only about 15 minutes to play, so you can put it out and you feel like you've played a big game. It is nice that it's cooperative too, and it's also nice that what I didn't mention on there is at no point are you to share what's in your hand. I mean, they may know a little bit because you just passed 2 cards over, but it's in an effort to, potentially prevent quarterbacking in the game, which I didn't feel was a problem. I think this game was really great, really fun, really strategic, and really interesting on how you can lay out the city. It is just as rewarding a solo experience as it is a multiplayer experience. So you can play this after a long day, try to get a little bit of like a puzzle challenge down because of the different bonuses that are out. And that's it, just a really great small game. And that's my thoughts on Sprawlopolis. Thank you for watching.